if your product or service that you work for, or as your own company, or you're a salesperson for a product or a service, is so good that people feel stupid saying no to it, they're going to sign up, right? So why are you struggling to close them on a sales call? Lots of the SDRs and lots of the closers that we have hired in the past have struggled trying to explain the deposit that we have attached to our free 6-week program. Now, we have it there for just 2 reasons. Basically, to ensure they actually show up, and also to make sure that they're not just there for a freebie. That's it, right? And as long as they are actually going to use the service that's given to them for free, and they have the intent to pay afterwards, then they can have it for free. We're decreasing the risk that it's not going to work for them, right? And so why is that offer getting so much pushback? After reviewing a call today of someone on their trial, it became apparent that this is happening so often because once you cover understanding where they're at now, their pain, what they've tried in the past, why it's not happening, why they want to get better, you've created the future that they want to see, you've explained how we get the amazing results that we do and they love it, they've sold themselves, why does it then blow up? And I think it's because at that point we then ask, now this is what you're going to have to do to get to where you need to be, right? Are you willing to put in the effort? Yes, no problems. Love that. All right. Now we need to talk about money, right? Because if you cannot afford this, we need to figure out something else that's going to work for you to still get to where you want to be. Okay. So this is the price. Going forwards, after the free 6 weeks, how does that align with your budget and expectations? Now, the response to that question I'm seeing so often with newer salespeople is they just come back to, I want the free thing. Why are they doing that? It's because a lot of the case, at least in this call I just reviewed, that we have an agent, what's it called? An agent prospect, anyway, a 2-person problem. The person receiving the payment, paying for the service is not the person receiving the service. They're 2 separate people, but they're both there on the call. And so we maintain them both there during the call. It's a double act to make sure they both understand where the person who needs this progress is, where they're currently at, and all their motivation, because this creates motivation to make a decision and to act, right? In the call I just watched, that inclusion of the person who's paying wasn't done. And the one check-in that was done was, do you have any questions? Not a great question overall, right? And then they said no because the other person had to prompt them to say, hey, you're being spoken to now. That tells us he wasn't listening and he has no questions because he wasn't listening, right? So throughout the call, you need to identify, you need to force that interaction. So you say, right, did you know, hey, other person, did you know that person A was experiencing this? Or did you realize they were at this point? Did you know that's where they wanted to go? Did you know that this is what it's looking like? Oh, would you say that what they've just said is fair? And again, would you agree with what they said? Like, having this as a joint experience keeps them involved, keeps them motivated to actually make that decision. So that was problem 1. Problem 2 is then the answer to that question was about the money. And the sales guy, the closer, tried to objection handle a money issue when the issue wasn't money. The issue was very clearly, I don't see the value in this. I thought it was free because I didn't give you my attention because I actually don't care. I thought it was free, right? And that's what they're saying. I thought it was free. Whereas the question we asked is, if this solves the problem from everything that we've just talked about, is it worth the cost to you later? Now, if they say no to that, you now have something to actually work on. Where don't you see the value? Do you not see it actually getting the results that you want? Do you not see a likelihood that it's going to work for you? Is it going to take too long, or is it too much effort for you? Those are the only 4 things it can really be. And so you then address those to say, right, now that we've cleared those up, my apologies for not explaining that better earlier, You now think it's going to get you the dream outcome that you want. It's definitely going to get you there because we have a guarantee on if it doesn't, we refund it. It's not going to take you too much time or too much effort. So you're now happy. Now, is the amount of money we're charging worth that outcome to you? If no, great, we need to talk about something else. You're not the right client for us, and that's okay. So here's a way that you can do it on your own, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I hate using blah, blah, blah. That's another thing I talked about the other day. Here's something you can use to do it on your own. Maybe you need to go and see this person. Here's a completely free avenue that you can try. If you don't achieve your results by this date, that's the latest date, we'll be able to help you. So try it on your own. If you don't, come back to us, and then it'll be worth it. There we go. So that's what they say if they say no. And if they say yes, now it's actually a money problem, right? Of saying, oh, well, yeah, we really want it. I do think this is going to work, but I'm struggling with the money. And so then you can help actually address the money issue, right? This is two separate problems. Do you see the value? Do you have the money? Do not address this one if you don't know for certain that they actually see the value, they actually want it, they're willing to put in the effort. Two different questions. And that's where a lot of the people that I have hired are really struggling. The biggest reason I don't have this problem so much is because I really understand and I make an effort to get the answer to this. And everyone who is willing to pay for it and wants the thing does not have an issue with the deposit because they would have paid, right? Or if their only hesitation was, I don't believe it's going to work as well as you say it does, then now that's what the offer is there for. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's going to help you guys drastically increase your close rates and make your business better. And to my sales guys, I'm going to share this video too. Hopefully it helps. Have a great day. Peace.